Have you ever noticed how the smallest signals can completely change the way someone feels about you? The truth is, attraction is rarely about grand gestures. More often, it's the quiet, subtle moments that create the deepest emotional impact. First, there's warm eye contact. When you hold someone's gaze for just a moment longer and smile, it communicates confidence and openness without saying a word. Second, genuine appreciation. When you acknowledge something you admire about a man, his humor, his effort, or his ideas, it makes him feel respected and understood. Third, playful energy. A light tease or a joyful response creates a sense of fun that naturally draws people closer. Finally, being fully present. When you truly listen and engage in the moment, it signals that the connection matters. These signals aren't about manipulation. They're about authenticity. When a woman expresses warmth, appreciation, and playful confidence, it creates an emotional spark that many people rarely forget. One of the biggest misunderstandings people have about attraction is the belief that it only grows through big gestures, dramatic words, or obvious effort. In reality, the strongest emotional connections often begin with very small, subtle signals. These signals are powerful because they feel natural and genuine rather than forced. When someone senses that your behavior is effortless and authentic, it creates comfort and curiosity at the same time. Subtle signals communicate interest in a way that feels inviting instead of overwhelming. When attraction is expressed too strongly or too quickly, it can sometimes create pressure. But when it appears through small moments, like a warm smile, a relaxed tone, or a playful reaction, it allows the other person to lean in emotionally. This kind of energy creates space for connection to grow naturally. Think about how people usually remember meaningful interactions. It is rarely the loudest or most dramatic moment that stays in their mind. Instead, it is often a simple moment where they felt seen, appreciated, or understood. A brief smile when they speak, a soft laugh at their joke, or the way someone listens carefully without interrupting can leave a surprisingly deep impression. Subtlety also creates a sense of mystery. When someone expresses interest through small signals rather than obvious pursuit, it encourages the other person to become more attentive. They begin to notice the little details, and that curiosity strengthens emotional engagement. Attraction often grows strongest when both people feel like they are discovering something together rather than being pushed into it. Another reason subtle signals are so effective is that they reveal confidence. When someone feels secure in themselves, they do not need to overprove their interest. Their calm energy naturally communicates that they are comfortable and present in the moment. Confidence, shown through calmness and warmth, tends to feel far more attractive than trying too hard to impress. It is also important to remember that subtle signals are not about playing games. They are about expressing positive energy in a natural way. When someone shares a smile, listens with genuine interest, or responds with playful warmth, they are simply allowing their personality to show. That authenticity makes the interaction feel light and enjoyable rather than complicated. In many ways, subtle communication mirrors how real emotional connections grow over time. Relationships are not built on constant grand gestures. They are built on small moments of kindness, attention, and appreciation repeated again and again. Those small signals create trust, comfort, and emotional safety. When a woman understands the power of subtle signals, she does not feel pressure to perform or prove anything. Instead, she focuses on being relaxed, open, and engaged in the interaction. That natural presence can create a strong emotional response because it allows the other person to feel welcomed rather than pursued. The truth is, people are highly sensitive to emotional cues. Even the smallest gesture can communicate warmth, interest, and positivity. When those signals appear naturally, they often trigger feelings of attraction without either person needing to say much at all. And that is what makes subtle signals so powerful. They create connection quietly, but their impact can be surprisingly strong. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of communication between two people. Long before words are spoken, the eyes can express curiosity, warmth, confidence, and interest. A simple moment of eye contact can instantly change the emotional tone of an interaction because it signals attention and presence. When someone feels that you are truly looking at them and not just through them, it creates a sense of connection that words alone often cannot achieve. Many people underestimate how meaningful eye contact can be. In everyday conversations, people are often distracted by their phones, their surroundings, or their own thoughts. Because of this, genuine eye contact has become surprisingly rare. When someone gives you their full visual attention, it naturally feels special. It communicates that, at least in that moment, the conversation and the person in front of you truly matter. Warm eye contact also shows confidence. When someone maintains comfortable eye contact while speaking or listening, it demonstrates that they feel secure and present. Confidence is not about staring intensely or trying to dominate the interaction. Instead, it is about a relaxed, natural gaze that shows you are engaged without making the other person feel uncomfortable. There is also an emotional element to eye contact that goes deeper than simple attention. The eyes reveal genuine feelings more honestly than words do. A soft smile paired with eye contact can communicate kindness and openness in a way that instantly puts someone at ease. When a man senses that warmth, it often makes him feel welcomed and valued within the interaction. Another powerful aspect of eye contact is that it creates a shared moment. Even a brief pause where two people hold eye contact for a second longer than usual can create a small spark of awareness between them. It is a silent moment that says, "I see you." That moment can stay in someone's memory long after the conversation ends. The key is balance. Eye contact should feel natural rather than forced. When someone tries too hard to maintain it, the interaction can start to feel intense or uncomfortable. The goal is not to stare constantly, but to allow eye contact to appear naturally during conversation, especially when listening or when sharing something meaningful. Listening with your eyes can be just as important as speaking with them. When someone is telling a story or expressing a thought, maintaining gentle eye contact signals that you are genuinely interested in what they are saying. This simple gesture makes people feel respected and heard, which naturally deepens emotional connection. Eye contact can also add a playful and light quality to an interaction. A quick glance followed by a smile can communicate friendliness and warmth without the need for words. These small natural moments often create the kind of chemistry that people cannot easily explain, but strongly feel. Warm eye contact is not about technique. It is about presence. When someone is fully in the moment and genuinely engaged, their eyes naturally reflect that energy. That authenticity is what makes eye contact so impactful. When a woman allows her natural warmth to show through eye contact, it can create a powerful sense of connection. It communicates openness, confidence, and emotional awareness all at once. And sometimes that simple shared moment of looking into someone's eyes is enough to spark feelings that neither person expected. One of the most powerful emotional signals in any interaction is genuine appreciation. People naturally feel drawn to those who notice and value the things they do. When appreciation is expressed sincerely, it creates a sense of recognition that many people rarely experience in their daily lives. This is especially true in conversations where someone feels that their efforts, personality, or ideas are truly being seen. Appreciation is different from flattery. Flattery often feels exaggerated or insincere, and people can usually sense when compliments are not genuine. Real appreciation, on the other hand, focuses on something specific and meaningful. It might be acknowledging someone's sense of humor, their thoughtful perspective, or the effort they put into something important to them. Because it is honest and specific, it carries emotional weight. When someone feels appreciated, it creates a positive emotional response. Humans are naturally motivated by recognition. When a man hears that something he said was insightful or that his effort was noticed, it makes him feel respected and valued. That feeling often strengthens the emotional bond between two people because appreciation communicates understanding. Another reason appreciation is powerful is that it creates a positive atmosphere within the conversation. When interactions include recognition and encouragement, they feel lighter and more enjoyable. People tend to relax and open up more when they sense that the other person is supportive and receptive rather than critical or distant. Appreciation also encourages authenticity. When someone feels that they are valued for who they are rather than judged or evaluated, they become more comfortable expressing their real personality. This openness makes conversations deeper and more engaging, because both people feel safe sharing their thoughts and experiences. It is important to remember that appreciation does not need to be dramatic or overly emotional to have an effect. Often, the most meaningful expressions of appreciation are simple and natural. A comment like noticing someone's dedication to their work, acknowledging their creativity, or appreciating their kindness toward others can leave a lasting impression. Timing also plays a role. Appreciation tends to feel more meaningful when it appears naturally within a conversation rather than being forced. For example, when someone shares a story or expresses an opinion, responding with thoughtful recognition shows that you were truly listening. That small moment of validation can create a strong sense of connection. There is also a deeper emotional element behind appreciation. It shows that someone is paying attention not just to words, but to the person behind those words. When someone feels understood on that level, it often creates a sense of closeness and trust. Over time, those moments of recognition can strengthen the emotional foundation of a relationship. Another reason appreciation is attractive is that it reflects positivity. People naturally gravitate toward those who focus on the good they see in others. A person who expresses appreciation often creates an environment where others feel encouraged, confident, and comfortable being themselves. Genuine appreciation is about awareness. It requires noticing the small qualities and efforts that make someone unique. When those qualities are acknowledged with sincerity, it can create a powerful emotional response. In many ways, appreciation acts as a quiet form of encouragement. It tells someone that what they bring to the interaction matters. When that message is delivered with warmth and authenticity, it can strengthen attraction and create a meaningful emotional connection that continues to grow over time. Positive energy and presence play a powerful role in the way people experience attraction and connection. When someone brings warmth, enthusiasm, and openness into an interaction, it naturally influences the emotional atmosphere around them. People are deeply affected by the energy others carry, even when nothing specific is being said. A calm smile, relaxed posture, and genuine interest in the moment can instantly make an interaction feel more comfortable and engaging. Being present means giving your full attention to the moment and the person in front of you. In a world where distractions are constant, true presence has become surprisingly rare. Many conversations are filled with divided attention. People checking their phones, thinking about what to say next, or worrying about something else entirely. When someone is truly present, it stands out because it makes the other person feel valued and respected. Positive energy does not mean trying to appear perfect or constantly cheerful. Instead, it means bringing a sense of openness and lightness into the conversation. When someone smiles naturally, reacts with interest, and shows genuine curiosity about what the other person is saying, it creates an environment where connection can grow easily. That warmth makes people feel comfortable expressing themselves without fear of judgment. One reason positive energy is so attractive is because emotions are contagious. When someone radiates calm confidence and warmth, the people around them often begin to feel the same way. A relaxed and positive presence can lower tension and encourage a more natural flow in the conversation. This creates an enjoyable interaction that both people want to continue. Presence also shows emotional awareness. When someone listens carefully and responds thoughtfully, it communicates that they are not just hearing words, but understanding the meaning behind them. This level of attention can make a person feel deeply appreciated because it shows that their thoughts and feelings matter. Another important aspect of positive energy is authenticity. People can usually sense when someone is forcing a certain mood or trying too hard to impress. Genuine positivity feels effortless because it comes from being comfortable with yourself. When someone is relaxed and confident in who they are, their natural warmth becomes more visible. Being present also means allowing moments to unfold naturally rather than rushing through them. Sometimes the most meaningful parts of a conversation happen in small pauses, shared laughter, or thoughtful reactions. When someone is truly engaged in the moment, they allow these experiences to happen without pressure. Positive energy can also create a sense of emotional safety. When someone approaches conversations with kindness and openness, it encourages others to lower their guard. This sense of safety allows deeper and more honest communication to develop over time. It is important to remember that presence is not about saying the perfect thing. In many cases, simply listening with genuine attention can have a stronger impact than any carefully chosen words. When someone feels heard and understood, it naturally strengthens the emotional connection between two people. Positive energy and presence are about the way someone shows up in an interaction. When a woman brings warmth, attentiveness, and natural enthusiasm into a conversation, it creates an inviting atmosphere that people are naturally drawn toward. That kind of presence makes interactions feel meaningful and enjoyable, and it often leaves a lasting impression long after the moment has passed. One of the most important dynamics in attraction is the difference between inviting connection and chasing it. When someone feels pursued too strongly, the interaction can begin to feel pressured or unbalanced. But when interest is expressed in a way that invites connection rather than forcing it, it creates space for both people to participate